I'm excited to introduce you to my business, which is called Falcon Plastics. So basically our idea is to transform this waste into useful products. Okay, I'm going to share with you so you can check it. Not this one because you already have it, but you can have some examples about what we can achieve by recycling plastic waste. So let's talk about our situation. So did you know that 7 in 10 people find it difficult to recycle plastics? And this plastic usually end up in landfills, filling up their capacities. But what about the situation of landfills? So nowadays, they are facing a dramatic situation. Let's take an example. Here in London, Ontario, in London City, the landfill of the city reached its maximum capacity last year. So this is happening everywhere. So we must do something. We must divert plastics from ending up in landfills. This is the idea that we have. And let's imagine now, instead of sending plastics to landfills, what about if we work together with educational communities and we transform this material into useful subproducts? So this is the idea behind Falcon Plastics. So today I am going to talk about who we are, our market, how our business works, our competitors, our marketing strategy, our financial plan, and finally a summary. So who we are? We are Falcon Plastics. We are a recycling plastic business located at Functional College, St. Thomas campus. Our mission is to give plastic waste a second life by transforming this material into raw material and recycled items. Our clients are going to be raw material buyers and school, college students, teachers, and staff from these institutions. And why do we do this? Because we know that plastic is a big concern. We also believe that we can give plastic waste a second life, and because we trust that we can foster awareness in younger generations. About our market, we know that recycling ideas face too many problems. First of all, we have to consider that new plastic items are preferred over recycled ones because they are usually cheaper. Apart from that, we know that gathering enough plastic waste to have a reliable production capacity is also a challenge. And finally, we have to face the reality that there is always a low community engagement towards sustainable practices. Our target, our clients, are going to be raw material buyers in the St. Thomas area and the educational community in the city. And these clients, they face their own problems. In the case of raw material buyers, they would like to have high quality material, cheap prices, and also to have a reliable source of material. In the case of the educational community, they would like to receive engaging activities so they can embrace sustainable practices. And let's take a look at this picture. This is the idea about the market we would like to achieve. In this case, this figure shows the amount of plastic waste the province, St. Thomas City, and St. Thomas School generate per year. So we are going to focus our efforts on St. Thomas schools. And this slide shows how our business is going to work. We are going to collect plastic waste from educational institutions, and we are going to transform this material into raw material and recycled products. We are going to offer the raw material to material buyers and the recycled products to the educational institutions. In order to set certain characteristics of the recycled products, we are going to run educational projects with institutions so they can choose the logos, maybe the colors, maybe the size. And by doing this, they will interact with the dynamics of our business. And we will create a circular business in St. Thomas. Our competitors. We know that there are around 8 recycling plastics businesses nearby, and there are also online shops available to people. And they offer similar products than us. But what are going to be our advantages? First of all, we are going to offer competitive prices. We are going to have personalized designs We are going to have an easier reach to St. Thomas companies. We are going to have products with local roots, which means they are going to have an emotional value to our communities. And finally, our marketing is going to be our own educational projects with these institutions. And about our marketing strategy, we are going to do specific actions to approach to our audience. In the case of the educational community, we are going to rely in the use of social media, okay? And in the case of the raw material buyers, we are going to have direct outreach to them, and we are going to highlight the high quality of our products and the reliability of our production capacity. Now, let's talk about our numbers. So, we identified that in order to invest and to start running our business, we need an investment of $30,000, which includes the cost of the equipment, the permits, the marketing, and the capital cash. And this is an idea of our yearly projection. We estimate that Falcon Plastics is going to generate a net revenue of $9,000 per year, which includes the production cost and our sales plan forecast. I invite you to check my numbers, and if you have any question, I will happily answer. And finally, this is the result of our analysis. We have Falcon Plastics is going to be a solid and a profitable business, and we are going to make concrete and positive actions to protect our environment. So, as a summary, Falcon Plastics is going to connect education and industry to recycling activities. It's going to transform plastic waste into valuable resources for our communities. It's going to empower sustainable practices among students and institutions, and is also going to promote a circular economy in St. Thomas. And finally, it's going to encourage the community involvement. So, I only want to say, never use it. Buy our products, help us with investment, and be our ally. Thank you very much.